Apart from Toyota Harrier, these are the other three SUVs that you might consider purchasing in the Kenyan market. Of course, there are different things about these three SUVs that you're seeing here. First, with the Mazda CX-5, if you're looking for a modern tech or a modern SUV with some modern features and also a car that is very good in terms of driving, and also it has a very smooth automatic transmission, then you can look at the Mazda CX-5. If you're looking for a robust SUV that offers two engine options for you, you have the naturally aspirated 2-liter petrol, or you can go for the highly powered 2-liter turbo Forester, which gives you 250 horsepower and 350 Newton meters of torque, an amazing power output for an SUV. So you can look into the Subaru Forester. And also, if you're looking for an SUV with excellent cargo space and roomy interior, Subaru Forester does that. If you're looking into a bit more of fuel economy, you can try out this 2.4-liter plug-in hybrid Mitsubishi Outlander that has twin motors at the back to give this car a nice four-wheel drive for your off-road adventures. And also, it is a nice car. It's very highly powered. You get 220 horsepower and a combined 300 Newton meters of torque. And if you want to drive this car in full EV mode, you can go all the way to 52 kilometers, but on low speeds. So if you're looking for a car that is excellent in terms of fuel economy, you can try this Mitsubishi Outlander. If you want a practical car, you can try out this Subaru Forester, but you also have to be keen with the CVT because you know what it is. And if you want a car that is straightforward with no issues at all, tried and tested, and a car that keeps on evolving each and every time, you can try out the Mazda CX-5 2-liter petrol. Remember, Mazda CX-5 has two other engine options. You have a 2.2-liter turbo diesel, and you get a 2.5-liter petrol. Those are some of the engine options that you get here. For the Outlander, you also get a 2-liter petrol. We said for the Subaru Forester, you have a 2-liter turbo and a 2-liter non-turbo. And also you get a 2.5-liter naturally aspirated. In terms of price, the Mitsubishi Outlander is a bit pricey if you compare to the others. An asking price of 3.4 million shillings, and of course the price is negotiable. For the Subaru Forester, asking price is 3.3 million shillings negotiable, and also for this Mazda CX-5, the asking price is 3.3 million shillings and it is negotiable. So I'm going to take you through these three cars, and then at the end of the video, you're going to tell me which car do you prefer. If you're going for the Mazda way, if you're going for the famous Subaru Forester, or if you're going for the new plug-in hybrid Mitsubishi Outlander. If you're new to this channel, make a point of subscribing because we do this on a daily basis, post videos of cars, showroom walkarounds, and also we do car reviews. If you're new here, let's go. So we'll start with my personal favorite SUV. It's a Mazda CX-5 petrol 2-liter 6-speed automatic transmission. This car comes with a front-wheel drive and an optional all-wheel drive. If you're looking for off-road adventures, you can try out the all-wheel drive. This car is actually very, very good. It gives you some nice steering ability. It feels a bit more comfortable. It's also a bit more sporty if you compare it to the other two cars. In terms of design, I think Mazda CX-5 nailed it. One of the best cars in the market right now. In terms of reliability, no questions at all, especially when it comes with only a 6-speed automatic transmission and a 6-speed manual transmission. No CVT on this. Very smooth. Direct to the point, and I think it is actually amazing. Now for the 2-liter petrol, which is the one right here, it comes with Sky Active G technology, which optimizes on fuel efficiency and power output. So in this 2-liter, you get 155 horsepower and 210 Newton meters of torque, which is able to push this car through the Kenyan road without any challenges. And if you're looking for a car that will do the off-road challenge without any issues, you can try out the 2.5-liter Mazda CX-5, or you can go for the 2.2-liter diesel, which has a rich 450 Newton meters of torque. The Sky Active G petrol engine gives you an estimated 13 to 14 kilometers per liter, but of course that will depend on the driving style that you're going to use. If you're a petrol head, of course you're going to consume more fuel. If you're conservative, of course you're going to get a better fuel economy. It also depends on whether you're taking a 4-wheel drive or the standard front-wheel drive. That also will determine how much fuel you're going to save on these units. The amount of cargo also, amount of passengers, and your location also is going to determine that. And on average, you get 13 kilometers per liter. In terms of styling, Mazda CX-5 nailed it. A full LED headlights over there, a number of sensors on the front to ensure that you are safe when driving this unit. I love this grille here with these designs. As you can see, you have this star-shaped finishing over there. On the lower side of the front grille, you have plastic finishing over here, and as you can see. And of course, with this unit, these are the basic Mazda CX-5 petrol. You don't have fog lights on this. For the 2.2-liter diesel and the 2.5-liter petrol, you get your fog lights as standard. In terms of suspension systems, I think we've always talked about this. For the Mazda CX-5, you have your McPherson strut suspension with coil and springs and anti-roll bars to ensure that you are always stable when cornering at high speeds. You have 18-inch tires on this, 18-inch alloys also, which is pretty good, and it is very suitable for the Kenyan roads. As you can see, the ground clearance is amazing. No complaints about that. This car, you can take it into the Kenyan roads without no challenges. Turn signals on this, on the side mirrors, 360-degree view of the car. Keyless entry. As soon as you have the key, you can actually access the interior of these units easily. The interior for the 2.2-liter is a bit basic if you compare it to the 2.5-liter and the diesel. The 2-liter is a bit basic. Now, this is how the interior is. And before you do much about this, let us check out the other units. Now, let us talk about the Subaru Forester. Subaru Forester has been in the Kenyan market for so long. I think there are several generations of the Subaru Forester. There are people who will always buy a Subaru Forester over a Mazda CX-5, over a Toyota Harrier, and even over a plug-in hybrid Mitsubishi Outlander. Wanajita Subaru boys, they'll close their eyes and buy a Subaru without thinking twice. I know why. Subaru is a tried and tested unit. It's fun to drive, it's thrilling, and also there's this name Subaru boys. Some people would want to maintain that always. They'll always buy a Subaru after Subaru. They upgrade from Subaru Impreza, they go to Subaru XV, and they'll end it at Subaru Forester for some reason, or maybe they can explore other options. If you're looking for a practical car, a car that is tried and tested, the spare parts are widely available in the Kenyan market, you can try out this Subaru Forester 2-liter. Some people would say it is lazy, but yeah, of course it's not turbocharged, so you don't expect it to be very powerful. Now this has a 2-liter petrol engine which gives you around 150 horsepower and 197 Newton meters of torque, which is not that bad. For daily driving, that's enough horsepower, and yeah, the Newton meters is enough. Now, if you want a highly powered SUV, you can try out that red Subaru Forester XT. That is an XT that has a 2-liter turbo engine. It gives you 250 horsepower and 350 Newton meters of torque. But today, let us just focus on this 2-liter Subaru Forester. Okay. Now, in terms of design, I think we are used to this. For Subaru, it keeps on changing each and every time. For the 2019 model, it is completely different from this 2018 model. The 2018 Subaru Forester is a bit muscular, it's a bit wider, and also in terms of design, it looks a bit larger on the front section. The grille is smaller, you have more bold headlights. For Subaru, of course, there must be LED headlights, LED turn signals, LED daytime running lights, and on the lower side, you won't miss fog lights in a Subaru. So in this car, you have your fog lights on the lower side, daytime running lights over there, daytime running lights on top, your projector headlight and turn signal, and of course it comes with headlamp washers. In terms of wheels, you get 17 inches alloy wheels over here, Bridgestone highway tires also. And in terms of suspension system, you have the same suspension as the Mazda CX-5. You have the McPherson strut suspension with coil and springs, and also it comes with anti-roll bars. On the back side, you have your independent double wishbone suspension with coil and springs, and also it has gas dampers to ensure that you get a comfortable ride. So if you are going to buy an SUV and you're going to decide between a Mazda CX-5 and a Subaru Forester, you're going to choose between a double wishbone suspension for the rear side and a 4-link or multi-link suspension system for the Mazda CX-5. Both of them offers different aspects, but if you want more comfort, you can try out the Subaru. If you want a car that will handle the roads pretty well, you can also try out the multi-link suspension system that is available on the Mazda CX-5. So those are the two types of suspension system that you get in these two cars. On the back side, the Mazda CX-5 looks good. If you're looking for a modern design, you can try out the Mazda CX-5. It comes with full LED rear tail lights. Of course, you get your 6.5 badging over there, and it uses the Sky Active G technology, and you have this clean cut design On the back side, you have two exhausts. Yeah, just to ensure that your engine breathes well. A number of sensors in the back for safety. Here on the Subaru, you have one exhaust, one on the right, a mix of LED and graphic technology on the taillights. Of course, it's a Forester, your Subaru emblem over there. And of course, Subaru always has symmetrical all-wheel drive. So this car is fit for any road in Kenya. On the top side, you have this spoiler here that has, what do you call it, brake light on it. And of course, you have your aerial fin on the top side with some roof rails. The Outlander and the Mazda CX-5 lacks the roof rails, which is still okay. Now, the Subaru Forester in this case looks a bit smaller if you compare it to the other two cars, but in terms of height, it looks a bit higher than these two other vehicles. In terms of boot space, the Mazda CX-5 gives you up to 450 liters of boot space. For the Subaru Forester, you get 505 liters of boot space, but for the Mitsubishi Outlander, you get 435 liters of boot space. Okay, for the Subaru Forester, you get a 2-liter petrol engine that drives on a CVT, and power is pushed to all the four wheels via a symmetrical all-wheel drive. So this could be a perfect SUV for your off-road adventures. But in terms of fuel economy, it might cost you a bit because the average fuel economy on this unit is 12 kilometers per liter. On a Mazda CX-5, you're going to get 13 to 14 kilometers per liter, depending on whether you're going for the 2-liter, for the two-wheel drive or the four-wheel drive Mazda CX-5. And now let us talk about the Mitsubishi Outlander. The Mitsubishi Outlander, we are used to the 2.4-liter petrol, but today I want to talk about this plug-in hybrid, which is, of course, a plug-in EV, electric vehicle. You can go for the naturally aspirated, or you can go for the plug-in hybrid. In this case, you can drive it in full EV mode, or you can do a combined driving mode. If you want to go full EV, you can have a maximum of 52 kilometers of range, but only on low speeds. This car has some good power. For the 2.4-liter, you get up to 220 horsepower and 300 Newton meters of torque. Of course, power is sent to the wheels via a CVT transmission, and of course, this car is a four-wheel drive. There are two-wheel drives, but this one has a four-wheel drive system, which is a bit more robust. Considering the horsepower and the torque, this car is actually pretty good. You get some nice LED headlights over there, new design on this, daytime running lights on the lower side, double projector headlights over there. This chrome here makes the car look beautiful. On the lower side, you have your fog lights, and of course, this is what you get on the front, a new modern look for the for the Mitsubishi Outlander. It looks a bit more executive. It looks like an Outback that is a bit raised. It doesn't look like an SUV, but yeah, it is a nice crossover SUV, very spacious, and also you get some premium features, even though it's not the highest quality. A premium Mitsubishi Outlander doesn't get to the level of the premium Mazda CX-5, but whatever you take it, it is what it is. Some nice alloys over here, nice looking alloys, 18 inches in size, 18-inch tires, McPherson strut suspension with coil and springs, and also you get your anti-roll bars. On the back side, you have multi-link suspension system, which is also very robust. It's quite good, very comfortable. If you compare to the Mazda CX-5 and the Subaru Forester, I think the Outlander has some good suspension system. And remember, this car is a bit heavy if compared to the other two cars. This one is heavy, so you get some nicely tuned suspension system to ensure that it carries the weight of this vehicle pretty well. On the back side, I think the design looks good. The rear bumper is amazing, a number of sensors. You get reflectors there and your reverse lights. On the top side, you have full LED taillights over there, and of course, you have your turn signal over here. A number of sensors for added safety. Your Mitsubishi emblem over here, chrome finishing on this side, and you're being reminded that this is a Mitsubishi Outlander PHEV. So this car has regenerative braking, or you can just charge the batteries on this car either using direct current or alternate current, EC or DC, depending on the type that you choose. In the interior, it is good. I love the chrome finishing that you get on the sides, on your side skirts. Keyless entry. As soon as you have the key, you can actually access the interior of this unit pretty well. Look at this. Starting from this side, beautiful plastic finish over here. Piano black finish, chrome plated door handles, power door controls, leather finish on this side with some nice stitches large storage space, and some nice speakers. The interior looks good, no complaints about this. It feels nice. You have electric seats right here. You have leather finish on the edges and Alcantara finish at the center with some beautiful stitches over here. And the interior looks good, even though it's not the best quality, but for Mitsubishi, they are trying. You have this soft leather finishing on the steering wheel with some nice stitches over here. Cruise control, control for the infotainment system. You have paddle shifters on this side. And of course, you get um, analog clusters on this unit, which is good. This is what you get your charge mode, eco mode, and full EV mode in case you're going to drive this kind full EV mode. On this side, you have notifications which kind of look basic, and of course you have your speedometer. It says the top speed of 180 kilometers per hour. A smaller infotainment system, controls for your vehicle right here. Safety belts, notification bar shows up here for all the 3 passengers at the back. It will show you if they have their what do you call them, their safety belts on. You can drive this car in eco mode, and then of course you have centralized AC controls. I love the fact that they still use these physical touch buttons, and of course you see you have this piano black finishing over here. Push to start button. You can adjust your steering wheel using this button over here. On the lower side, you have your 12-volt output. You can open your tailgate from this side. You have heated steering wheel. What is this? 1500 watts. Oh, okay. And then, of course, on this side, you have 2 cup holders for you. Mitsubishi Outlander gear shifter, which looks nice. And the park is on this side. It's quite hidden if you compare to the other cars. And of course, you can see drive, neutral, reverse. This other side, I don't know what it is. You can save your charging. You can drive your car in full EV mode. As you can see there, that is full EV. You can switch it off to drive it in eco mode, which is okay. And then now you can drive it in normal. On the lower side, you have twin motor 4-wheel drive. There are 2 motors at the rear, and of course, the powertrain drives the front wheel. So you get a twin motor 4-wheel drive, which is very effective. That's one good thing about this Mitsubishi Outlander. And of course, you have a sports mode in this unit. As you can see there, you can activate your sports mode right there. Electronic parking brake. You can hit your seats or pull them using these 2 buttons here. Armrest at the center, front passenger seat, which looks amazing. Rear view mirror over there. And let me show you the back side. For the back side, this is what you get: leather finish, nice finishing on this side, larger storage space, some nice speakers, and of course you have 3 seats here at the back for your backside passengers. Even though the seats doesn't look very comfortable, the seats are good. And of course you have your drop down armrest with 2 cup holders. You have air vents over here and 1500 watts charging ports over there to charge some heavy accessories. And for the back side, this is what you get: larger storage space on this side, which is good. Remember, you have battery packs here at the back. That's why the boot space is a bit smaller. It is what it is, guys. Look at this, some additional space for you to put a few things. On the lower side of this unit, there are battery packs there for you. So yeah, this is it about the Mitsubishi Outlander. Let us check out the other 2 cars. Let us now check the interior of the Subaru Forester. It's a bit hot here. I'm sweating terribly, but we have to continue. Starting from the door, you get the typical Subaru Forester finishing, fabric finish. I think Subaru loves fabric. Power door controls, speakers, storage space, and this is what you get. You get the typical Subaru setup. Now you have these seats. If you compare them to the ones in the Outlander, this one looks they look a bit larger, a bit more comfortable, even though they're fabric. For the higher trims, you get leather finishing. The steering wheel looks good. Let me see. Yeah. Yep. So this is the Subaru Forester. Adaptive cruise control on the right side of the steering wheel. Paddle shifters, of course. Your RPM meter over there. 180 kilometers top speed, 65 kilometers mileage on this unit. Some nice air vents, push to start. A number of controls on this side. For Subaru, you have 2 screens. You have your primary Pioneer infotainment system here, and of course you have a secondary screen there for your MPGs, powertrain, and all other information about the vehicle. Centralized AC controls with these rotary controls to control it, which is actually nice. Now these are the side blind spot monitoring system. What do you call this? 12-volt output, space for your phone. You can hit your seats using these buttons over here, and of course it comes with X mode. Yes, as you can see there, you have X mode and SI drive. So if you're driving in the off-road or slippery conditions, you just activate your X mode, which is okay. Your gear shifter, which is actually pretty good. It's actually very nice. And then of course you have this manual handbrake, 2 cup holders over here, a deeper storage space, and of course you have some nice seats for your front passenger. On the top side, you have your eyesight technology for Subaru, which gives you a pre-collision monitoring system, autonomous braking, and so many other safety features. As you can see here, this is your pre-collision monitoring system, lane departure assist, LED lighting for the interior, which is pretty good. And let us now check out the back side of the Subaru Forester. Yeah, so for Subaru, this is what you get. You get some nice design here at the back. In terms of spacing, I think this is among the most spacious cars in the crossover SUV segment, especially for the 2019 model. It is even bigger. So if you're going to sit inside here, you'll be pretty comfortable, and as you can see, it's straightforward, and also the seats are heated and cooled. So that's what you get on the Subaru Forester. Let us look at the boot space. If you compare to Mazda CX-5, Subaru Forester has some larger boot space. Right now I can't get to open the boot space, but let me try and do that now. Let's try and see if you can get the boot space to open. Yeah, hopefully we'll open it now. Yeah, unfortunately I can't open it, so we'll do it the next time. So you get some nice decent boot space on this. And for Mazda CX-5, let us try and see if you can open the boot space. Yeah, so the boot space in the Mazda CX-5 petrol is not electric, so you can open it easily. You get some decent spacing here. I get up to 450 liters of space for the Mazda CX-5. For the higher trims, you get your Bose speakers, Bose subwoofer on this side, but since this one is not fully loaded, so you don't have it. For the interior of the Mazda CX-5, I always give them max depending on the grade of the vehicle. Of course, if you go for the entry level, you're going to get basic interior, but it looks much better than the Subaru Forester and the Mitsubishi Outlander. Starting from the door, the design is good. Your speakers over there, larger storage space, power door controls, door handles over here, plastic finishing on this side. And this is what you get for the Mazda CX-5. Some large, comfortable seats. They are also a bit taller, and you have headrest for you. For the Mazda CX-5, as compared to the Subaru Forester and the Mitsubishi Outlander, this one has manual seats. The other two had electric seats. For practicality, manual seats are easy to adjust. You just pull the levers and push it immediately. Leather-wrapped steering wheel, adaptive cruise control, controls for the infotainment system, beautiful clusters over there. A lot of controls on this side: idling, stop, lane departure assist, traction control, parking sensor assist, and you get controls for your 360-degree views on the cameras. Air vents, heads up. This one doesn't have heads up display. For the higher trims, you get your heads up display. Mazda infotainment system, which is actually pretty good. Some nice air vents over here. You push to start, centralized ACs, gear shifter for your 6-speed automatic, larger console over here, several controls for this car, and of course you have 2 cup holders over here. So what I like about Mazda over the other 2 cars is that you have several ways to control your infotainment system. The first way is that you get a touch sensitive controls on the steering wheel, and of course you have secondary controls here on the center console, which is actually pretty good. Larger storage space, which is nice, and it comes with 2 USB slots, 12-volt output, SD card slot, and an auxiliary output. On the top side, you have digital rear view mirror, and the back side is amazing. So this is what you get here at the back. Very large and comfortable seating, but I think in the Subaru Forester you have larger spacing. For the Mazda CX-5, you have those features over there, which kind of obstructs the center passenger. So if you want a car that is very practical in all these 3, you can try out the Subaru. If you want a modern car, you can try out the Mazda CX-5. If you want a car that is fuel efficient, maybe you can try out the Mitsubishi Outlander. If you're new here, kindly consider subscribing to the channel, and I'll see you in the next video.